Well, today we're back on the M38A1 Mellow-Yellow, and we're going to be changing the tires on there. The tires are original. They're actually from 1952. They're 72, 73 years old. And we got the new tires here. We got 5. We changed the spare already, put it on. And then here we go. Well, the ones tires that come on there were the non-directional cross-country rounded ends, and I'm putting on the Knobbies because we spend a lot of time in sand and stuff, and these were also a military tire. They just weren't as commonly used. They're also a little thinner wall, so I'm thinking that they'll ride a little bit nicer when we're actually on the road. And that they're 4-ply instead of 6. It's supposed to make them a little bit easier to put on too, but based on what we went through with the spare yesterday, not sure if that was just a really stiff spare that I had, or all of them are going to be the same way. If they are, we'll see if we get this done today or not. Anyway, got new tubes for all of it. We also have these protectors for the valve stems, and they're pretty neat. I'll figure out where I stuck them. Hopefully I don't have to go back up and get them. Here we are. Alright, so these actually screw on to the valve stems after you get it through the hole, and they'll tighten up on there. That makes it real nice because then you don't have to worry about the valve stem getting pulled back inside the tire before you get them all aired up. And that worked really well on the spare. I've never used these before, but I see that they're actually on the original tires that are here, so it should be fine. So anyway, we got those, and here's a picture of the tread and what the tires look like. We got that spare done. These are 650 16s, just a little bit narrower than the 700s that were on there, but I think that like I say, they'll do fine, and they're a 4-ply instead of a 6, so I think it'll give me a little bit nicer ride. Anyway, let's get after. Welcome to Grandfather's Adventures and Projects. From my intro, you know that we plan to change the 74-year-old tires on my M38A1 Jeep called Mellow-Yellow. This video is not to show how wonderfully easy this is. In fact, this is a tire change from hell. Stick around and see what it's really like changing these very old tires. I've actually changed a few tires in my years. Antique tractor tires, truck tires, trailer tires, whatever. But these were probably the stiffest and least cooperative of any that I've ever done. We thought we had this down by the time we reached tire number 5, and decided, well, let's run the camera. We can show how this is done. Well, it sure didn't go as planned, and I was pondering life choices before we were finished. I gotta tell you, this really took a lot out of me. Yeah, them are looking pretty worn out. Not to mention weather check. Alright, so get this clear out. Now we gotta peel these tires off. Come in here and check this thing right here. It says 1952. Those are the originals, and they're still going. Alright, so first thing we gotta do is take this off. To take that off, I gotta shake the cover off. This will be the one that doesn't come off, right?
Mm-hmm.
Things been on here so long that they're really stuck. There, it's coming. All right. Okay, there's the valve stem protector. Next, take out the valve stem. Well, you might be able to see on there is a BF Goodrich. Our spare was an Armstrong. Took my wife and I 3 to 4 hours to change that tire. That was really stiff. Hadn't been on the road at all. And now we got some additional help here today for these 4. And here we are. This is actually the 4th of the ones that were on the ground. So the other 3 were Kelly Springfield. He broke down. I remember busting beads like this when I was a kid with my dad.
Just rotate it. Yep.
We had to put the tire on the ground in front of the pickup truck and drive over the tire missing the wheel and try and push it off that way. This is a lot nicer way of doing it, but still a manual tool. All right, let's push that closer to the bead. Wow.
There we go.
That one's stuck on there more than those Kellys, huh?
It's good, Rich.
Yeah. And it's the oldest one.
Yeah. What's the weight on that? Oh, we gotta move it up a little bit.
Go up a little
Yep.
bit with it, yeah.
Ah.
Okay, I think we gotta rotate it.
Yeah. There we go. Shoo!
It's all the way off.
Ah.
Yeah. Tires are so heavy
That's the tire yet.
that they were just like flywheels
Stiffest
on
tire.
the ends of the axle shafts,
Come over this way.
keeping you going down the road.
That looks like it's gonna have rust in it.
We have to be careful about the valve stem placement here
Need this handy.
because of our lack of room around that tire changer. It's up kind of close to the wall, so we've only got the room on like, you know, a little bit over half, maybe 270 degrees. Well, get that other one.
If we don't make it, we'll get the simple green.
Okay. Thank you. All right, push this down.
Let's try and get a bite on the outside first. Get it under. Try push down on here for me. That's it. Okay, got it. Clean up that one. There. You got her?
Yeah.
Get this one out.
All right, let me swing around here.
Well, go a little ways and maybe I can push this. Okay, I gotta get this out. Raise her up. That's it.
What a struggle. And all we're trying to do is get the tire iron out.
One side. All right, now you're going to just try and pull up on that.
Yep, that's the plan. Gotta get the valves done through though.
Now we get to remove the
You
tube.
spin the tire with the, there,
Oh.
right there.
There you go.
Okay, now spin it. Now it's in there. Come back up. It's really glued. We're going there.
All these tubes, once we got them out, matched the manufacturer of the tire exactly. So we had the three Kellys, and they were all Kellys. None of the tubes had holes in them, and they looked extremely good for being 74 years old.
Rotate.
Oh, this isn't a Kelly one. BF Goodrich tube.
Yeah. The other three were Kellys. That one shows a little more rust on it.
Yeah,
The other,
see.
look at that.
Let me see that in the sunlight with the camera.
Made in USA. Truck and bus. BF Goodrich. I bet you that's original.
Yeah, off
Not
of it.
the drum.
I mean, it's not pitted or anything, it's just really rusty.
Yeah, we'll have to clean that one a little bit more. Alright, so.
Now usually to get this last bead off, I put a bar through there and beat on the bead with a hammer and just knock it right off, and never had a problem until I got to these tires. And it was a whole new struggle.
You have to get the side, Jake.
Wow, look at the cool. Here, I got an idea. Keep that pressure on there. We'll get the bigger bar.
Gonna get some reinforcements from a bigger bar, but it didn't really help.
No,
No.
that's Descartes error.
Oh.
Okay. Let's try. If we put the bottom of the tire right, we have to pry that one off. Let me try one more time.
Okay, okay. That's the whole kneecap. That last one kind of hurt. Yeah, this is definitely the stiffest out of all the tires.
Well, it's like the very first one. Well, the same way.
Yeah, the first one we did.
So I showed up for the easy ones.
Well, no, you're here for this one.
I'm gonna have a nice bruise on my
What was that?
kneecap this time. Oh,
I don't understand. I mean,
You'll have to flip it over on
we get
the
it
other
up on
side.
here,
like-
we can pry it off.
yeah, we can try. We want to go.
Go like that. Get it started. In fact, if we get the other bar in there.
Work your way around just like you do on the other one.
Okay.
What if I stand on it? Just.
This is in there. So, can we get that bar out? No, this one
Well,
no longer in there. Let's get it up on here and then should we get that in? And then we'll pry it off to the top like we did before. Of that. All right. Now we're gonna get that bar in there.
So you can't put the tire on upside down on there?
because if we pull it off, that it'll be just sitting on both sides of the rim.
Yeah, on the outside of the rim in the middle.
Okay.
Be the inverse.
Okay, just about. Give me
Yeah.
that light bar.
Sorry, I'm trying to.
There, now, get that big bar in there.
Red one?
Yeah. Get on the side.
Well, I picked up the simple green and crawling underneath there and trying to spray that bead. Just forgot to do it before we put it up there.
I think that was the, oh, no, turn back.
All right, well.
Good thinking.
Grab that so don't go flying somewhere. Go ahead.
This is a true test of the strength of my anchor bolts to the floor and also the welds of that Harbor Freight tire changer.
Not in for enough. There. All right, look. You said
All right, bring the winch over here.
I think there are two of us on there. Put this on this one. There we go. That's all needed was more horsepower.
Hold on.
That's what he was talking about, the winch.
Ha!
Wow.
Good old B up Goodrich.
What's the year on that one?
Old. What was it, 52?
1952. We had a. You took a picture of the date right on it.
Oh, I did on this one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's solid.
Something tells me we won't beat our time this time. But we got the other half all figured out, right?
Relatively. That one's not pitted like the others.
It's just wet.
That's what you take off now.
Gonna sit down for this job. Got to get the cheek poker out there and clean up all that surface rust or whatever you want to call it on the inside there. Clean it up. And man, did that create a mess. It's gonna take all day, so we better speed this up a little bit.
Ready to go?
I think it's good enough.
I don't know if I'm ready to go or it's time for a nap.
It's not fixed. It's different.
All right, we gotta get powder in that.
Already done.
That's already done. All right. And lube on the bead.
Gotta do that first. You already have the.
It must be over there.
Oh yeah, some green over there.
Any more quiet with it being out in the sun?
Oh yeah, like look.
Good. Now that your hands are all nice and clean, Jake.
It's gonna be nice and clean again.
Enough?
Yep.
You come around this side, Jake.
Yep.
There, right there. Right here, and push down.
What we found is the tire being out in the sun made it a little more pliable, but we also lost some of its stiffness that actually helped us get the rims started on there. So it backfired a little bit, but we eventually
Okay,
figured it
hold it.
out.
Go in there. Go in there.
Yeah.
Just kind of keep some pressure here so that the bead don't come back. Good.
Sweet. Hey.
Now comes the tube. Get it anchored in there and then trying to stuff it in the tire.
Okay. We'll need that can there.
Yep.
All right, good. We got it.
And we need to put the. Yep.
Oh, we can leave that in.
So Jake's gonna put the valve stem protector on when I get stuff through there. That holds that valve stem nice and tight and in place. Keeps it from getting lost inside or being bent at an angle. It works out pretty good.
Click.
Okay,
Oh,
now you were pushing down on this first. Oh yeah, and then we.
Trying to stuff the tube in there, get it between the,
Okay.
underneath the bead. And
keep dropping the tire now.
this one just seemed a lot harder to do than the previous two that we did. So we just keep working at it.
Oh, he ultimately stuck the whole thing on. So we need to put more down there.
Let's keep pulling it out. That's something fun. Let's go back this way. We can pull it out a little bit. Get more of there. Okay, push this down. Yeah. No, it's not moving like it did on the
I
last one.
think you can hold that up.
Let's get the rest of the way
Yeah.
around.
Okay. Okay.
Just everything on this tire appeared to be a struggle. I mean, we didn't have this. We got the last two tires done in about 20 minutes each, and this one just kept on going and going.
There's one knot right here. I think we can start from there.
With the valve stem removed, we're going to start to put some air in here. We're trying to get the air to inflate that tire, kind of squeeze it up in between. We don't have to worry about getting too far because, of course, we got one bead completely off and the valve stem's missing, so the air will come back out. But just trying to get it to slide up in there with all that baby powder on it.
Yeah.
Okay, let up a little. Push down on this. Yeah. Let's put a little air in
Yep.
and help it get some of it in there. That might relieve the pressure on this.
Oh, stop. It just went the wrong side.
But it, yeah, now you can tip that over and push that down better, I think. The tire wall is softer being out in the sun, but that's also made it
Harder.
harder to get it
Yeah.
to spread.
It's just a couple main parts that need to go
Yeah.
through. As soon as those main parts get through. Where's already in? Maybe we gotta start back where it's in.
That part's in there now. Yeah, let's give it a little more air, see if we can pop a little bit more in there. Or tire in there. Two. We'll get it right.
Yeah.
Ready?
Yep. Still good. Yep. Oh, that's working. Okay.
Roll it over so you can see what's up.
Starting to twist, which is nice.
That's pretty close.
Yeah, let's try that.
Try that.
And then when you roll it over there like that, though, you can't see very good what's going on.
Yeah. We gotta do it so that way so I can see.
Ready?
Nope. No, do it.
Now?
Yeah.
Okay. Good?
Yeah.
More?
A little bit.
Is it in there? Okay, let's blow it up a little bit till it starts to raise
Yep.
this side up. There. Now we gotta soap that side good, huh?
Yeah.
Well, it's standing up because
What was that? I got
The door's open up there. Maybe an animal got in.
wind.
Wind.
Your valve stem is right there.
Oh, you hear the birds in the... Are those birds up there?
Oh, your birds.
Alright guys, we got the hardest part done.
I think that's the rim or tire. That's the hardest part.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, all we have left is the easier
alright,
stuff.
we don't have anything sticking through, right?
Nope.
No, as long as my
That side's still wet.
No, we need some juice.
Yeah, we want to hear that pop.
The valve stem's still out, so we're gonna
Good. Good.
pressurize it, pop the beads, get it up there. This actually helps seat the tube, and we should be good to go.
One. There we go. This side's on. That side's on.
I like to pressure it up to max pressure, get everything seated, and then let the air back out all the way, and then go ahead and start
Remember,
again.
no. There's no.
Valve stem. I want to
Yeah.
pressure it up. Let the tube stretch out. And then let all the air out.
Getting the valve stem in and getting ready to put it up to the final pressure. So we're running 28 pounds, which is military spec for highway use, and that's what we'll get.
All the air you hear leaking is the tire to tube.
Yep.
And that's in between.
Displaced air.
We actually see some bubbles coming out there as space between the tire and the tube is getting the air forced out of it, and it comes squirting out wherever it can.
What'd you put in there, Scott?
28 pounds. That's what they say for highway.
Okay, guys.
This is a stiffer tire, okay?
My wife recorded the time there that it took to do this tire, and it was a lot longer than the last two we did, let me tell you.
Oh, deal.
Well, it's a lot better than the 5 hours it took us for the first one.
Yeah. A lot better.
All right, Jake's putting that last one on. We got the right side or left side of the vehicle, so they're left-hand threads. And I bet you.
Where's the Ugga Dugga?
Oh, we took that over there.
Oh.
Shoot.
Here we go. We got new tires all the way around.
Looking forward to see how these tires ride compared to those rocks we had on there before. Going to be time for a test drive here.
Oh, there.
Even got a spare on there.
You can see how much that spare fought us by all the scars on it on the paint job.
You got it?
Or, I guess we got it.
You can let it down now.
Putting the final torque on each one of these lug nuts, getting them all nice and even, and we'll be ready to roll.
Are you done?
I think we're done.
You want to say anything?
Yeah, I'm glad we're done.
Yeah, Sean.
Thank goodness for Jake.
All right. I think that Jake and I are going to go for a ride, and Grandma's going to go for a ride.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll climb in the back.
You're going to climb in the back?
Okay.
All right. Camera mask. Gone.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. I do feel old right now. Oh my gosh. I'm not used to standing on the concrete floor so long. I think that's what's bothering me.
Oh, we got that belt protected in. Oh, man. Look at it oil pressure. 50 something. About 54. Yep, and we got gas. And we're not charged anymore, but we were earlier.
Probably that squeaky belt we heard, which has been replaced.
doesn't take as much horsepower to turn these wheels. Really? What, bro?
Jumping these. Have you figured out who I was referring to now? Take her on the road for a little bit.
Okay.
Oh, you're gonna... I don't know about that. I know you want to test out your new tires, but I'd much rather be outside for that one.
Same here, Jake.
It's straight up and down. Belts on. What mine's been on. I have the middle. So I sit in the middle.
Okay. Well, it's more to keep you in your seat when I do those jumps, you know.
I was going to say, Jake, when you needed it, probably more was back there.
All right. Here we go.
Let's try these new tires on the road.
Feels different.
Handles real well too on dirt and everything. I mean, it's way, way better than those other things.
30.
Well, we were up to 40 the one time.
The GPS said 30.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
When it said 40?
We can try again.
Well, maybe their tires are too small. Whoops. Supposed to put it in forward, not reverse.
All right, let's try that speedometer thing.
15, 20, 25, 30, 34, 35, 37, 38, 39,
Takes a while for
40.
it to catch up.
40.
Yeah.
Feels like we're going a million.
Yeah, doesn't it? You should try it with the hood off or the lid.
Looks like the speedometer's a little bit closer than we thought. It just takes a while for GPS to
It's a
catch
lot
up.
nicer.
Yeah, it's not that blowing you all over, even though you got plenty of air on the side. It's not. I like it.
I don't even have my hat on. And my hair's not even.
I hope it shrinks up.
Yeah. It's good. It's fine.
You want to drive it?
Me?
Yeah.
Sure. But I realized someone has to crawl back here.
I know. That'd probably be me.
It was hard for me to do it, just so you know.
Well, he's already up though, so.
I gotta not be on the hill though because I haven't replaced the parking brake. I do that one. I'll hold it here. It's always recommended to pump the brake if you can.
Yep.
It'll stop, but I need to check the fluid levels again.
Brakes are a suggestion.
Justin's on that too. That's how one of those fenders got.
I didn't have any brakes then.
He said brakes are a suggestion.
So is steering.
I know how to tighten that up now too. I got to do that yet.
Oh, yeah, he locked up.
Look at the grooves on the road there from the locked up tires.
Those tires are loud. It's all tire noise now.
Knobbies.
Yeah.
Who needs a muffler when you got knobbies like that?
Actually, the drone, we found out later, was coming from the transfer case because we never drive it off-road and we still had it in 4 high. Once we got that locked out, road noise wasn't near as bad.
What?
Well, there you go. Really, really glad you came over.
Yeah.
We would.
Well, we did it. We were successful. And it rides really good. So, thanks for watching. See you next time.